My Jiffy corn casserole with cheese recipe is easy and delicious. Whether you're looking for an old-fashioned side dish for the holidays or a quick meatless Monday dinner, this is one you need to try. Let's go over the ingredients. For an 8x8 casserole, you will need one 8.5 ounce box of Jiffy corn muffin mix, to which I'm going to add 1 can of cream style corn, 14.75 ounces, 1 can of whole kernel corn, 15.25 ounces, and the can of corn is drained. I'm also going to add 2 tablespoons of melted butter, half a cup of sour cream, 120 grams, 1 large egg, and an optional 1 tablespoon of white sugar, 15 grams. I'm also going to add some cheese. I'm going to add a total of 8 ounces, 4 of which I'm going to put into the casserole, and I'll put the other 4 ounces on top to give it a nice cheesy finish. Like I said, this is a really quick and simple recipe. My oven is preheated to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. I have everything I need. I'm just going to melt the butter in the microwave, then we'll mix everything together, pour it into my buttered 8x8 casserole dish, and then we will be ready to go. As you can see, my butter is now melted, so I can start making the casserole. I'm going to dump the box of Jiffy corn muffin mix into the bowl, break up some of the lumps really fast. Doesn't have to be perfect, just the big ones. Now I'm going to start with the corn. Honestly, I don't think the order in which you add the ingredients really makes that much of a difference. I just would add everything before you add the egg. I would add the egg last so that it doesn't come into contact with the hot melted butter. If you add the melted butter to everything, it's going to lower the temperature. So by the time you add the egg, you don't have to worry about accidentally cooking it. I am using full fat sour cream, but you could use reduced fat or fat free. You could probably even use Greek yogurt. It's just to help bring out the flavor and add some moisture. Like I said, optional 1 tablespoon of sugar. I think the sweetness from the corn with a little bit of extra sweetness from the sugar is going to contrast very nicely with the saltiness of the sharp cheddar. So I'm just gonna give this a head start mixing it. Now I'm gonna add my egg. I'm just gonna beat it a little bit to give it a head start. Put that in. Like I said, I'm using sharp cheddar. I think the flavor profile would go very well with the cornbread. I've used it in other recipes, but if you don't have this, you could use mozzarella. I think Monterey Jack would be good. Honestly, whatever you have on hand. But my recommendation is sharp cheddar cheese. Speaking of which, I almost forgot the cheese. So like I said, I'm going to start off with 4 ounces of shredded sharp cheddar in the corn casserole itself. And then the other 4 ounces I'm going to put on top. When you're mixing your Jiffy corn casserole or any type of cornbread, make sure you get deep down into the bowl, because I've noticed sometimes cornmeal at the bottom of the bowl will still be dry. So make sure you mix it thoroughly. Now that it is mixed thoroughly and my 8x8 casserole dish is buttered, I'm just going to pour everything in. And once it's smoothed out, I'll add the final 4 ounces of cheese. And as I said, look, it's still kind of dry. No big deal. Just mix it in. Like I said, whenever you're making cornbread, make sure it is thoroughly mixed. It's very easy to pour out your batter and still see dry parts. Now that my corn casserole is pretty evenly spread out, I'm going to add the final 4 ounces of cheese. Now I am going to bake this in a 400-degree oven, uncovered. I will let you know for how long. And even though I don't have it on the camera right now, I am going to put this on a pizza pan. This is going to be kind of heavy, so I recommend putting this on a pizza pan or a cookie sheet, just something to make it easier to take in and out of the oven. It's not necessary, but like I said, if you're not used to the weight of casseroles, this is probably going to be on the heavier side, so it's just going to make it easier to take in and out, especially when it is hot. I just finished spreading out the cheese, so now I'm going to bake it at 400 degrees Fahrenheit uncovered. I'll let you know for how long. I just pulled my Jiffy corn casserole with cheese out of the oven. It was in at 400 degrees Fahrenheit uncovered for 45 minutes. 4-5. It looks and smells fantastic. As you can see, the casserole turned out amazing. The cheddar on top giving it a beautiful orange color that was extremely enticing. I waited about 15 to 20 minutes before digging in, and when I cut my first piece and took the first bite, I knew that my Jiffy corn casserole with cheese recipe was a big success because it was absolutely delicious. First off, the flavor. The Jiffy mix, along with the corn kernels and the cream corn, gave this casserole a ton of corn flavor. The cheddar flavor was strong as well, its tanginess along with the tanginess of the sour cream bringing out the corn flavor even more. In fact, the flavors of the corn and the cheese came together in absolute harmony in this casserole, the sweetness of the corn and the saltiness of the cheese balancing each other out perfectly. Although the addition of the corn kernels and cream corn helped to accentuate that sweet and salty contrast, the extra tablespoon of white sugar that I added emphasized it even more. Besides the flavor, I really like the texture of this casserole as well. Now that I'm holding the first slice up to the camera, you can see that the interior was soft and moist while the topping was crispy and crunchy. The two textures coming together and contrasting each other very nicely. Although I was hoping that the cheese on top would get a little bit more brown and bubbly, I think the fact that the casserole had so much moisture made that really difficult to achieve in the oven. But honestly, I didn't miss that because, like I said, this was so flavorful and had so many textures, everything worked together very nicely. I think this would be a perfect side dish or maybe a main course for a meatless Monday or a light lunch served with a side salad. This was absolutely phenomenal. Although my old-fashioned Jiffy mix corn casserole with cheese recipe turned out very well, there are a couple things I wanted to point out. First of all, the level of sweetness. With the addition of the cream corn and the whole kernel corn, this casserole was definitely sweeter than normal Jiffy mix. Although adding an extra tablespoon of white sugar did help make an even greater sweet tangy contrast, some people might not like that. Some people might think the sugar would make it too sweet, so I'm sure that if you left the sugar out, you would still find this delicious and it would still have plenty of that sweet and salty contrast that made this so good. Also, as in other recipes that include cornmeal, you want to make sure that you stir the bowl deeply and thoroughly because for some reason cornmeal and liquids don't like to mix together very easily. But other than that, this old-fashioned Jiffy corn casserole with cheese and sour cream recipe is absolutely fantastic. Although it's simple to make, it's fancy enough for a holiday like Thanksgiving, Christmas, Easter, or Mother's Day. It would also be a fantastic option for a Sunday dinner or meatless Monday. Honestly, the possibilities are endless. I think you could play around with the type of cheese as well. So if you make this recipe with a different type of cheese, let me know how it turns out in the comments below. If you make this, whether with cheddar or mozzarella or anything else, I know you'll love it. As always, thanks for watching. See you next time.